Hi, this is Emma and Jess from Imaginarium Productions, and this is our answer to the question: how did you use new media technologies in the construction and research, planning and evaluation stages? Throughout the process of making our short film, we used a number of new technologies, including Celtex, Final Cut Pro and Weebly.com. By using these technologies, the process became a lot simpler and quicker, and we were able to create a range of products to accompany the short film.
During the research stages of creating the short film, the magazine review and the radio trailer, we used internet websites such as YouTube to research short films and their conventions. YouTube allowed us to search through a wide range of short films and to focus on short films that included themes and genres we were interested in. We also used the internet to research different films that were a part of the fantasy genre that we wanted to base our film around. The internet also enabled us to research different radio trailers through Empire.com and cinema websites. Through Empire.com we were also able to research the conventions and general layouts of magazine reviews and also research the writing styles used in most reviews. The internet enabled us to undertake detailed research into the conventions and layouts of short films, radio trailers and magazine reviews, research that we wouldn't have had the chance to do so easily just a few years ago.
The new technologies available to us also meant that the planning stage of the process was easier and could be done in more detail and with more accuracy. The majority of technology we used was for our short film planning. We used the internet and YouTube to compare our film and camera shot ideas with short films that had already been made. This meant that we were able to future improve our ideas. To write our script, we used the Celtex program, which allowed us to easily create our script in the professional format required. During the planning stage, we also used iMovie and a digital camera to create our animatic, which is a digital storyboard depicting our shot ideas. This enabled us to easily create an animatic that was informative and accurate in terms of camera shots, angles and scenes. By creating an animatic instead of a paper storyboard, we were able to visualise how our ideas would come across on screen.
The construction process included using a range of different technologies that were not available up until a few years ago, such as Final Cut Pro, Microsoft Publisher and Mini DV cameras. When filming our short film, we used the Mini DV camera, which allowed us to record a great deal of footage all at once with great ease. It also meant that the footage we captured could then be uploaded on the Apple Macs via the camera and a connection cable. We were then able to edit all the footage using Final Cut Pro and create our finished film. Final Cut Pro allowed us to edit the film in a fairly straightforward way. The program was easy to follow and made editing the film a lot simpler than if we were to edit in the old-fashioned way. It also gave us the flexibility to make cuts and changes whenever we wanted, and more importantly to make mistakes that could easily be rectified. During the construction process of the film, we also used the internet to source copyright-free music and sound effects to place in our film and radio trailer. Final Cut Pro was also used to create the radio trailer, as was the Mini DV camera to record voice clips. To create the review, we used Microsoft Publisher and followed the layout of Empire's reviews. Using Publisher allowed us to easily create the layout and slot in the text via text boxes and insert pictures from the film.
Evaluating our work will be done using a number of different medias. We are going to create a post-it note film, commentaries and a blog. To make these, we will be using a Mini DV camera to record the commentaries and Final Cut Pro to edit the voice recordings and also to put a commentary over the post-it note film, which will also be filmed using a Mini DV camera. In order to create the blog for the evaluation, we will be using our web page on Weebly.com. By using a wide range of technologies to create our evaluation, we will have a diverse approach to our work, and the technologies we use will help us to have a unique evaluation.
By using new technologies, we were able to create a much more refined film that both looks professional and is interesting and true to the fantasy genre. If we were to have done this process a decade ago, we would not have been able to have made such a detailed and accurate film, and the process of making the film, review and trailer would have been lengthier and more difficult.